Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. And I am Bhuvana Sharma, and I'm advisory for Gene Research Foundation. And right now, I'm going to talk about what the few case studies and what the MANA is about. Next slide. And the Gene Research Foundation is a trust that formed by Dr. Sunita Agarwal and Pankaj sir. And we have a group of advisories, and we have a proper research product, which is IP of GRF. And the main objective of GRF is to expand the morphogenetic activator of nucleic acid. Even morning, our drug inspector has spoken about the regulation. Because of that only we have got the test licensing during the time of a COVID. And numerous number of clinical trials are happening in the ways to reach the human society. And the main motto of Madam is to help the mankind is the motto of Dr. Agarwal. Next slide. And this Dr. Agarwal Hospitals along with GRF forms this ISGCT. And the ISGCT 2017 has held in Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, and 2018 in NIMHANS, Bengaluru, I think under the guidance of Dr. Satyaprabha Madam here, and 2019 with Victoria Hospital, Dr. Srilata is also here, and 2020, 2021 with St. Joseph, Dr. Jairam Reddy is also with us right now, and right now with the gorgeous Dr. Vidya Niranjan on the RV colleges is happening here. Applause for the RV institutions. Next slide. And it's right time for us to talk about Dr. Ravindra Singh and Ashu Gruver from the ICMR, who made us to get into the CSIRO recognition in the year of 2019. I would like to really thank them in this stage. And GRF and Dr. Agarwal Hospitals usually conducts a workshop, medical camps, and conference is a regular part of the ISGCT. And Madam will always do the talent search after the inauguration. That is also an integral part of the ISGCT. And here we have addressed specific genetic disorders. So far we have given a good amount of treatment to RP65 and many genetic conditions between the age group of 2 to even 80 years. Next slide. And this is a CSIRO recognition that I was taken from Anup Singh and Dr. Vinay Kumar in the DSAR thing. And that is a certificate that has been given on 2019. Next slide. And we are very much proud to tell that like ICMR listed CSIRO directory till March 2025. So the Gene Research Foundation is in the 88th column. We have been given the CSIRO recognition and the extension till 31st/3/2025. Next slide. And just I want to talk about the case studies where it is a very much success story. Here is the retinitis pigmentosa. It's a kind of a group of eye disorder where there will be impairment in the vision. So as Madam was talking about, they will take the peripheral blood and make the intellectual property and inject back to the patient. There the genetic sequencing also will be captured before and after the treatment. The next slide. And this is a short methodology like how we are treating the patients if it is a retinitis pigmentosa. And the methodology, if there is any defective, we are just capturing the information by NGS. And the expected outcome is between 3 to 6 successive months, we could able to see the repairment in the genetic disorders. Next. And again, the case studies, few of the students have done some good amount of project with us, like where we have taken 20 patients of RP65 and it is all the case studies are restored with us in the physical format and with the informed consent, where the improved vision mechanism also been recorded with the sequence analysis data of the proper statistics. Next. And the treatment with gene therapy is a kind of one new technology. That is what Dr. Sunita Agarwal is trying to implement here, where this kind of technology has already been implemented in other countries like USA and Australia. Even in India, people are not much aware about the gene therapy. This kind of a conference is only to give the a kind of a vision how the gene therapy will work in India. In the morning session, how the drug control told about there are some restrictions. Those restrictions are something which we have to pass the test licensing and the manufacturing licensing to reach the society. So in this way, we can target few genetic disorders and we can eradicate the genetic disorders with the gene therapy. Next slide. And novelty, as madam have clearly mentioned about like how she has done the same process in her words only, just I have made the same words over here. This is, again, it is re-injected to the same patient's body, and the treatment is given successively for at least 6 months. Then after that, we'll do the sequencing analysis for checking the sequencing study, how the patients have improved with their genetic morphology. Here, one small case study is like we have identified one patient from Kerala where there is a deletion of nucleic acids, and there is an addition of a small set of 14 base pair addition and 14 base pair deletion also has been happened. That also restored, and one paper we are planning to put it across in this same study. Next slide. Yeah, this is again the activation, how the activation is happening. Next slide. And yeah, this is whatever the project we are planning. Like we had a proposal to go to ICMR, we have a proposal to go to the higher regulatory as well as with the proper statistics analysis. And the expected outcome with the RP65, I have given an example here. And there is a small amount of limitations where the stage of RP, it may not be possible if it is in the stage 4 or the stage very later. The complete recovery is very much difficult if it's the later stage. Next slide. And these are all the references like what I have taken. And thank you for a wonderful opportunity, madam and sir, for this. And